Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Game 2 of this best-of-2 series between HGT and CIS underway. We're in the draft. Merlini, you talked about a lot of things that HGT can try and improve upon in this game, and we'll see if they can do it. But as we talked about, HGT looking rough that they'll be able to make it into the top 2 of this 4-team round robin. Hoping for a good game here in our second game of the night, though.
We're always hoping for good games.
Always hoping for good games. That's right.
Round robin. You like saying that word.
I do.
I don't like saying it.
After our discussion yesterday about fat robins, that just motivated me to.
You can just call it fat robin format.
Fat robin.
Then I'll approve.
The fat robin format. Did you notice my shirt, by the way?
No.
Playgoo? Huh? You like that?
It's all right.
It's all right.
The dreads carry it.
I know. The dreads get rid of it. It just says goo. I'm just
or agu.
Agu. Just agu. Other way, but.
Yeah. Lag.
Yeah, lag. See, I'm repping Korean, repping Asian esports tonight. Playgoo.
Korean's not the same thing as Chinese.
I know. Asian. Well, KDL is on tonight. It's on. I don't know if it started yet, but Lysander is casting KDL, so got to represent. Got to represent. Oh boy, let's look at this draft, Merlini. HGT CIS Game 2.
They banned the clinks, so that is good. Good job, Johnny.
Good job.
Other than that, that's the first step to victory. Okay, I think it's banning the clinks or offensive trialing. And it looks like they're actually steal the Batrider from that Batrider player, Demons, because Demons just, it's just, I have no idea how we got that blink. 9-minute blink on an offlane Batrider who gave up first blood is very, very unusual.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly was not looking at the Batrider in the early stage. After he died, I was like, all right, well, Bat's going to be in the jungle for the next 10 minutes trying to recover. And then lo and behold, he gets a kill on Invoker. And he was close to the blink before he killed Invoker. After Invoker died, Bat had like 2,600 gold in the bank. So he either almost or had enough gold to buy the blink before that engage even started.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the kill on Invoker. He found a lot of farm somewhere.
And they'll ban out the Invoker too. Johnny, it just took too long to come online. Quasi Exhort is good, but only if your team doesn't get crushed in the first 10 minutes. And crushed in the first 10 minutes is exactly what happened.
Yeah. It's true. His farm, well, he started off a little rocky, but it got better. Now, Clockwork Crystal Maiden, it will be a Naga third pick for CIS. Again, I think safe to assume that it will be a support Naga here.
Naga is really good against Batrider, though. That counter initiate is ridiculous. Like, it's so difficult to deal with. Batrider pretty much can't jump in except unless it's on Naga. It's that bad in the later game.
Yeah. Yeah, and even the net, if she doesn't have the ult up, the net can be a useful tool as well to stop Batrider from pulling you way out of position.
Yep.
I have a mechanics question for you.
Okay.
If you're netted and you have a force staff, can you force staff and move?
Or you can force staff.
So does it break the net, or is it one of those things where you scoot but you're still in the net?
You scoot but you're still in the net.
So, okay. So you can actually change your position, but then you can't move from there until it expires.
Correct.
Just like Storm Spirit inside of the Slark leash. He zips around, but once he's stopped and run out of mana, he's still leashed.
I don't know. I haven't seen the interaction between Slark and that, but it's like, yeah. Still,
okay. Right. We're speaking the same language here. All right. So, yeah, Naga is just an all-around good hero against the Batrider.
She's all-around a good hero.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I like her a lot.
That's true. I like Naga. She's fast, man. She's cruising.
She is cruising. She just has a very good variety of skills, like that a support player and a carry player can utilize. You have like great team fight setup. You have a combo breaker. You have a minus armor. You have an AoE farming skill. You have a disable that goes through BKB, and you have illusions that can do damage or they can scout. Like all her skills can be used for various purposes. Is why I like her.
Her only problem is that she's a melee.
Yeah, that's a pretty big setback.
Yeah, it sure is.
That's a pretty big setback.
Nobody likes the melee hero.
But you can wield stout shields and quelling blades as a result. So
yeah,
that's not the
true.
end of the world.
That's true. Melees do get some advantages. Isn't there, what's the difference between denies for melee heroes? Isn't there a difference?
There used to be, not anymore.
It's not anymore. They removed that. So
Correct.
now, okay, yeah.
So now you don't get that.
Was that a 6.79 change?
It was before.
Earlier, that was an earlier
I think
change.
It was, I don't know. It was around that time.
Last game, we already proved we can't keep the matches straight.
It was prior to 6.7, 6.8.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, that is for sure.
Well,
Rubik will be the fourth pick for HGT, so it will be a
what are their lanes going to be?
Is this going to be a mid-Nyx?
It could be. It could still be an off. Yeah, it could be a mid-Pudge. I mean, Rubik. Why did I say Pudge? Gyrocopter looked like Pudge there for a second.
Mid-Pudge.
I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Gyrocopter. I'm still marveling over the statistic of Gyrocopter's win rate in 6.8 in competitive.
The hero's badass.
The hero's so good. His early game burst is ridiculous. His late game team fight is good. His farming tools, he clears out ancient stacks.
He's good at team fighting.
He's got a slow.
He's decent at ganking.
Yeah, his win rate's like sub 40, like 39% or something ridiculously low.
Well, CIS will probably bump that up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, statistically speaking.
Morphlings is in dumpster tier.
Yeah, he's
dumpster tier win rate.
That's what's so sad. Gyrocopter has a lower win rate than Morphling.
Yeah. But Gyrocopter's not a dumpster tier hero, so what can explain the discrepancy?
Probably the teams playing them. I mean, that's got to be the only. I don't know. I mean, we didn't do much more. We should have put our stats man on it. That's what we should have done. Should be like, Brian, we have a stats conundrum for you, and he would have been all over that. He loves looking at fallacies and data sets. That's his bread and butter, man.
Together has played Gyrocopter 30 times.
It's possible. Hey, we've talked about that. I mean, conversely, the classic example is Magnus. That's what I always think of. There was that while where Magnus had like an 85% win rate, and it's like, oh, that's because Alliance plays Magnus like every other game. That doesn't mean Magnus is broken. That just means Alliance is really, really good with Magnus because they have the literal son of Magnus. So same can happen, but on the other way.
Oh, they have the Viper this game.
Yeah, they will take heed to your advice, my friend.
Viper's ownage.
Still curious how they're going to lane this, though.
I have no idea. They also don't have a late game carry, like the traditional late game carry. Like, Nyx can do okay with items, Batrider can do like okay with items. Viper's skills the best, I think, with items out of these 5, but at the same time, if this game goes like post 40 or even post 30, then they're going to be lacking in the deeps. The deeps department.
Yeah. How would you rate Viper as a carry? I mean, like, late game potential, is there like a comparative? Is he more mid-game focused?
In a one-on-one situation, he actually destroys most carries. Like, obliterates because of the scepter. So it's like what, 5 seconds out of 12, so it's almost 50% uptime. And if you're looking at like a Viper Strike and then you immediately Viper Strike after, we're talking about 10 out of 17 seconds. So it's over 50% uptime if you can, like, kill him in 17. So it's actually really good. Viper, the only problem is he doesn't have good AoE damage like Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter can kill everybody with flak, but Viper can only focus on one hero. So in a void, he's amazing. In a 5-on-5 situation, he's just decent. I'd say he's probably like 6.5 out of 10.
Oh, I have been dreaming of this day since I was a small child.
I like Sniper a lot.
Yeah? Big Sniper fan
I'm
over
a big
here?
Sniper fan. I'm only a fan of the Scattershot Sniper, though. The non-Scattershot Sniper I don't like.
Oh, interesting. So you like a little bit of that early game damage.
Dude, the Scattershot is like the most underrated skill in the game right now.
You think so?
It is definitely...
Can I quote you on that?
Yeah.
Most underrated skill, Merlini 2014, Scatter.
I've talked about Scattershot like every single time I play Sniper. Dude, have you seen my win rate on Sniper? It's ridiculous. Because I get Scattershot.
I don't watch your stream as much as I should.
Okay, look. Okay, a Sniper win rate 28 and 8. Okay.
Wow.
It's all about the shrapnel though. The shrapnel is like just complete ownage. It does a lot of damage. Okay, so we're talking about 48 damage times 9. Which is a lot.
But you have to stand in the area.
But it's still a lot of damage. It's like acid spray. You have to, like, it's smaller.
Yeah.
But it's still a lot of damage. Okay, and it damages towers, firstly. Yeah, that's Secondly, true. It's not as much mana as acid spray. 120 compared to 160. And it slows people. 30% move speed with 400 radius. Okay. And then hover over him, and then it shows your cast range. If you hover over the scatter shot, you can't even see it because it's around the screen.
Oh,
we actually missed the first blood.
Sorry, that's why we were busy just stroking it to Viper and or not Viper, Sniper. Oh, that's going to be confusing.
Stroking it?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what we were doing right now. We were just like marveling at his abilities.
I don't know what happened there, but it looks like somebody gave a first blood.
It was the Crystal Feet, so it's okay. I mean, that's what she's there
This is not the best start for CIS, but they do have Sniper, and he's in mid. He is ownage.
Yeah.
We were talking. He actually has a magic stick, and I don't like buying magic stick unless I'm absolutely certain it's going to be a Batrider middle.
And it's not going to be a Batrider.
Yeah, because they don't know who's going to be an off lane. It could potentially be Nyx. It could be Batrider. It could be an offensive try with a safe lane bat. You have no idea what they're going to do. And it actually looks like it's going to be an offensive try. Probably the least likely of the 3.
Yeah.
So the magic stick not going to be very useful. Oh, he has headshot. So I usually get like 1 headshot at level 1 and then level 2 shrapnel by level 4, but we'll see how this works. Dude, the hero's base damage is terrible though. Like when you go magic stick, you have no damage.
Yeah. It's a struggle. The struggle is real at the beginning. Let's look at these lanes, and then we'll talk about Sniper a little bit more. We've got Team CIS down here on the Radiant side. In the bottom, June will be on the position 1 Gyrocopter. Ruroli on the Crystal Maiden. AO will be on the Naga Siren. Sniper, oh yeah, he's solo mid, being played by Inflame. And up top, it will be Demons on the off-lane Clockwork.
And on the Dire side, we have Q on the Visage, we have Johnny on the Viper, we have S on the Rubik, 333 on the solo mid Nyx Assassin versus that dreaded Sniper. And on solo top, we have 111 on the Batrider. So this tri-lane is going very well for HGT. Firstly, they got First Blood. That's always a boon. Secondly, they have 3 really long-range heroes versus a short-range Gyrocopter. So he's not going to be able to do anything. They have 3 600 range heroes. Actually, that's a lie. Viper's 575. And Gyrocopter has 365 range. So if he goes up for last hit, he should just get super harassed. And Naga Siren, you did talk about how weak she is because she's a melee hero, and she can't do anything versus. Like, she's just going to get poison attack, do a grave chill, lift it back, and just die. So she can't do anything. And at the same time, they do have a Crystal Maiden trying to get level 2 ASAP.
And anytime you're up against a triple range tri-lane, it's difficult if you have a singleton melee. But Gyrocopter particularly just poorly suited for this kind of a scenario. I think it's almost the right call to put Crystal Maiden in the jungle, at least let her get a bit of farm. The problem, she didn't really buy the right items for that. She's already burned through all of her clarities, and she's only level 2. So, ooh, 333 actually going to miss the Impale in mid, and Inflame will get a nice bit of...
Yes, Shrapnel. Yes, thank goodness.
Level 3, 2 points in Shrapnel. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
That is what I'm talking about. Oh, there's a reach on route. Who's going to get it? Can he headshot his way to victory, or is his boots? He's gonna get a kill.
And he doesn't hit him. Oh, this should be a kill. Inflame, Scatter.
Look at this Shrapnel.
Or Scatter. Shrapnel.
It used to be Scatter.
It used to be called Scatter? Okay. That's
Can he get in? Dude, this guy does no damage.
I'm not sure if he can do it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that magic stick, the Tango is doing more than the auto attacks.
Dude, South Shield blocks like half his damage.
Oh,
well, I thought that was going to be a kill, but still Inflame doing well. I'm rooting for a Sniper here.
Down bottom. We'll see Visage in some trouble. Does take an ensnare. Gyro releases the damage. He drops the cannon. Well, he won't have enough to secure the kill. Now they'll turn this around. Ayo in some trouble. Telekinesis back, and down goes the Naga.
Yeah, it's a 2-on-3 situation. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing in the gauge. Like, even if they get a kill, they're definitely going to lose one in return. Like, almost no doubt about it. And Gyrocopter almost died too. The Viper actually could have chased him down since he had boots, and Gyrocopter didn't. So, they're very fortunate that Gyrocopter survived that fight.
Well, Gyro will go back to farming. In terms of last hits, he is, oh my gosh, 1-0 against the 15-2 Viper. So he literally has nothing.
Well, it looks like he's going to be still in dumpster tier in terms of win rate because 1-0, you have to put him in a situation to survive, and this tri-lane is just way too strong for CIS to deal with. Even, I mean, Visage is the king of tri-lanes.
He really is. He's the king of a lot of things, and tri-lanes are just one portion of his resume as a support. I just feel for this Gyro, though. He is going to be so poor. This is already rough. Dare we glance at the gold graphs? And actually, there's an experience advantage in favor of CIS, but the gold is going the way of HGT. Inflame, he is the last hit leader right now, 19-8, shutting down this Nyx pretty effectively, who is 10-1. Although Nyx will grab an invisibility rune. He is level 4. This feels like one of these lanes where Sniper's doing okay now, but once Nyx hits 6... I think this Sniper will be maybe in some trouble, especially if Nyx can grab like a double damage rune or something.
Right, he is going to be in trouble.
Speaking of trouble, Gyro down bottom, he will fall. Again, it's a 2v3. I don't know why they're trying to take these fights. They will dive the tower. AO in some trouble. Maybe they can turn him into Mayo, make us Naga sandwich. No, they'll make a Rubik sandwich. Wow, they make it a 1-for-1. All right, 1-for-2. So well played by the Naga.
But still, that's the Rubik's fault for just like kinking a tower. There's so many creeps there, and at the same time, it's still not a good idea for CIS to go in that. Like, they do not play aggressively in a 2-on-3 situation at all, especially against this. Oh, 3-3-3, making some plays on Inflame.
Oh, Inflame. He does have 8 stick charges though, so he should be okay for now. Invisibility rune. I thought it was the Vendetta at first. I was like, wow, he was really that much further ahead of our. Oh no, Sniper's beating him by a good margin actually. Sniper's halfway through level 6. Yeah, that's impressive. Although I guess the last hit score is pretty telling. So
top lane we haven't talked about at all. 1111 is on Batrider with 1,000 gold. He has 19 and 8 CS compared to the Clockwork. They're almost exactly the same in terms of last hit. So
that was the one
special
that got
going
the
on
first blood gold as well. Just to mention out there.
there. Oh wow.
That does help him a little bit. You'd think he'd have a few more items.
IO just walks into the 2 supports.
And and he slithers away. Now Clockwork is mid. Hook shot onto the Nyx assassin. Nyx only level 5 inside the cogs. In comes In Flame. Down comes the shrapnel, but it's a little bit late. Nyx.
Oh, needed to assassinate.
6. Wow, that timing on 6. He got that vendetta just in the nick of time. Now they'll go forward. Connects with the Impale. Visage a little bit low on mana, but
he blocked his teammate out.
Oh no! Oh look, he'll kill the cog. Here, I'll do you a solid, buddy. The telekinesis to the high ground. Rubik is a saboteur. What was that? Maybe trying to get him out for so he couldn't snipe. Was that the logic there, or the assassinate rather?
Yeah, but he still got it off because that spell is also awesome.
An absurd range.
Yeah, do you see Shrapnel's range? If you hover over it, you can't even see it on your screen because it's that big.
Yeah, it's huge, man.
I know. The casting range, I don't know why they buffed it so much, but
the only problem with it is sometimes you pick up kills with it and then you don't get any experience because you're outside of experience range.
No, you get...
You always get experience when
you always get experience when you kill... If you actually get the kill. If it says Blank has been killed by you, you get experience.
Jesus,
well, we missed a couple kills on bottom. Talking about Sniper again, so that seems to be the theme of the game. Looks like another trade. Viper dies for Crystal Maidens. That's a really good trade. I don't know how Viper died. He is really tanky. He has power treads. He has a little bit of armor. He doesn't have a magic stick, though. Looks like he is going for that mech.
Level 3 rocket barrage.
So HGT should be winning this early game because they have a better early game lineup. So it is no surprise that they're ahead on kills. They're only slightly ahead in gold, though. So 600 gold lead is not really that much. June is recovering a little bit in CS. 14 and 3 compared to Viper's 28 and 5. Not the greatest, but still making a recovery.
And we'll see another initiation.
He's level 6 too.
Doing some damage, but no, Visage will take a net. The Riptide comes in, call down. They grab the kill on Visage, looking for a return on Crystal Maiden. They won't find it. Johnny,
why are you going for a Crystal Maiden kill when you're going to die in the process?
Yeah,
Why?
That was a little bit awkward. CIS will pick up some momentum here, and now all of a sudden they've got the golden experience lead.
HGT with a boots of travel. The bot's rush is very unusual in Batrider. Bone 7 does it sometimes, but it's still unusual.
Definitely. I mean, I would venture to say straight blink is just better, isn't it? I mean,
not all the time.
Not always.
I've seen Fog do it a couple times too. Okay. It's not the worst thing.
Rubik gets caught by the Clockwork, does telekinesis the Clockwork out of the cogs, but yeah, there's the assassinate.
Yeah, the thing about it is, like, if you don't actually need the Batrider to initiate, like if you have a Nyx to initiate, then you can actually farm your blink so much, like, so quickly. So it depends. I would generally advocate for blink first, though.
Yeah. And Nyx assassin, he's looking for something with the vendetta. So looking at this sniper, I've got to ask, what do you think about his build here? The value point headshot, he's now leveling up take aim.
That's what I like.
That's solid. This is your build.
This is the build.
In Flame making you proud.
Headshot does not scale that well. You get 40% chance at one level. So the value point is where it's at.
It's just straight damage up. Yeah. You're right actually. All right. Sniper's doing quite well, though. He's tied with Batrider as the last hit leader. Let's take a look at net worth. Batrider, well, he's up a little bit now, but he's in free farm heaven up here. This
is true. He can get his blink, but I mean, are you really that scared of a free farming Batrider? He is going to be able to crush people later, but at the same time, Naga Siren's almost level 6, so they counter initiate with that. They also have to counter initiate with the hook shot. So I don't know. Batrider should be making big plays right now because Gyrocopter is still underfarmed.
Yeah.
Like, if he had a blink right now, he'd be able to shut down the Gyrocopter down pretty hard. And you don't often see me saying people should get other items other than BOTs, but in this case,
well, I mean, just a lot of these heroes on the Radiant side are so susceptible to gank, especially against the Sniper. I would think Blink would want to be your go-to item just because if you catch him in a lasso, Sniper is so squishy. His whole kit is based around his long range, being able to sit way back and not get initiated on.
Pew pew.
Yeah, if you catch the Sniper, then he's in some trouble.
He's working on this tower, though.
Yeah, he's doing some quick work on it. It's getting low. There is actually a 4-man rotation from CIS down here in the bottom lane, so they may be able to knock down 2 towers at once.
Batrider, he's TPing in. Here he goes.
Uh-oh. In Flame, he's in some trouble. There's the Firefly. Bat looking for a Flame break. It will be off the mark. It does connect, but doesn't push him the way they're looking for. Meanwhile, down bottom, they dive the tower. They get a kill on Visage. Johnny gets caught in the net, and CM, she'll get left behind. They don't want to dive that deep, and they make it a 1-for-1. Viper gets a kill on the board.
Yep. They're free to do that because Batrider TP'd. If he TP'd bottom, they would have gotten 2 more kills.
Yeah.
So it was a. I mean, they do need to kill the sniper, but at the same time, getting 2 kills on that bottom is so important, especially if you can lasso the gyrocopter. Looks like IO did have the Song of Siren, so maybe it wouldn't have been an easy 2 kills. Inflame does pick up a DD rune. This tower is 1 shrapnel away from getting in deny range, though.
Yep.
Dude, 1 more hit. Oh my goodness, he's going to be able to kill him. Look at that sniper.
Wow, Inflame doing some work here. He'll now be 2-0-0. Q ports in, but what's he going to do? A double damage sniper is pretty scary, and also just having that Crystal Maiden aura, that's letting Inflame be a lot more liberal with the use of his mana. That paired with the bottle, he's got all the mana a sniper could ever want.
I know. Actually, sniper needs a lot of mana. I like. Oh, it looks like he's going for a Yasha. Yasha is pretty good. You need move speed on him.
Yep, down bottom, Gyrocopter finishes off that tower, and the tier 1 in the mid lane now in deny range. Pardon me, Shrapnel, last auto attack.
Batrider has to make plays right now. He got first blood. He has been 0-0-0 in the first 11 minutes after that. He needs his Blink Dagger, but his team is taking a significant beating in this time that he went the greedy build. His 2 T1 towers have fallen. They lost a Visage in the middle too, and it's just not working out for them. Demons is looking for a hookshot. Shani in a lot of trouble.
Johnny, there's the hookshot, close range, but it connects. Cogs, battery assault, call down. Everything else that the Radiant side can throw their way, and well, Viper, he does not survive this assault. Things are starting to look a little bit rough for HGT. We talked about this CIS team that have the late game advantage, and now they've got a lot of momentum. They'll start chipping away at this tier 2 down here in the bottom lane.
Gyrocopter's recovery has been miraculous.
Yeah, 3-1-3. Wow.
Yeah, and net worth chart too. He's actually at 1,000 above the Viper. So Viper like had free farm in lane. Gyrocopter had nothing.
Their CS too. Now that's only a 5 difference. Viper's at 40 and Gyro's at 35. Very impressive. I mean, Gyro's made some recovery, but Viper has just stopped farming since that momentum he had early on.
So HGT, they have the early mid lineup and they're behind. They like have to get kills. If they're not up ahead in kills by like 20 minutes, they're gonna lose this lane if CIS executes just half decently. They don't even have to execute that well, just because they have far better team fight, I'd say, and far better late game.
Yeah. Batrider is still the net worth leader. He has BOTs and Blink at 12.5 minutes. He's ridiculously farmed, but like you pointed out, he still hasn't been a big playmaker. Very close to level 11. If he kills this camp here, it looks like he'll stack it and then take it out.
Hookshot misses him mid.
He should be able to hit level 11 pretty soon, but it won't come too soon. They need to make some plays happen. They need to take down these carries. 3-3-3. He uses that Vendetta. Looks like they are going for a kill. Batrider taking a lot of damage from the neutrals, though. I don't know if he wants to go for this. He gets shot at by Shrapnel and might just die. Oh, Visage. He'll be the first to fall. Now Batrider, he's in some trouble. Clockwork will actually finish him off as the Assassinate is on the way. And Nick's Assassin, he'll get caught inside of a Frostbite. And he's in no man's land. Nowhere to go. Doesn't have a Vendetta. Inflame does have an Assassinate up, so there's no escape. Wow, a 3 for nil.
Batrider's still farming. He has his Blink and his bots, and he's still going for the double stack. Like, get some kills, man. Get some kills. If they want to play that way, they could have done like an Invoker or anything else. Like, Batrider is nice, but you have to get kills with him, or else he's just going to be irrelevant like the rest of his team is.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what he's for. He's the ganker. That's why he gets early Blink, so you can get your team an edge, create some space, let your carries farm. If he's not ganking, he's not creating space. And, I mean, he doesn't really scale that well with farm. That's not what Batrider's for.
He has a smoke, so he wants to get a kill up on the board right now, and the tower count is just 3-0, absolutely nothing going the way of HGT.
4-0. They took out the tier 2 down bottom.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's about to be 5-0 as well.
Mech will be up soon on Viper, so that's a small breath of life, but still need 400 gold. He might get the T1 on bottom, but the sleep. Where's the TP in? They need black up right now.
The call down. Rubik and Batrider both fall. Johnny, well, he does a little bit of damage to the bottom tier 1, but his teammates get scraped up, and the top tier 2. I think it will fall. There is a glyph available, but Dire, they won't even use it. They'll just watch this tower die.
Their teamwork is near non-existent this game.
Oh, Nyx, he picks off the Radiant Courier. It's a stroke of luck as they fly it over the rune, but he finds a courier kill. Johnny finds the bottom tier 1 tower kill. They find some positives, but now they're tier 3 taking some pressure.
I don't know if this is the right decision for them. I mean, they're going to be in a very compromising position as soon as Batrider. They forced the glyph out, but I mean, they got a little bit of damage on the T3, and they lost their bottom tower for pretty much just a glyph. I don't think that's a good trade for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they could have ported back to try and defend, but now they can just regroup, they can spend their gold, and they can just keep on pushing. If we look at current gold, Gyrocopter with 2.7, Naga with, actually, a support Naga with 2k gold after Arcanes. I'm curious what she's going to go for. She could pretty much just right-click a mech at this point.
Some people like Blink on her.
Wouldn't be bad. Blink would be solid as well, but just given that Viper has an early
there's a smoke to gank in flame, but it looks like it will get popped by demons. He scouts all of them. He is in a lot of poo-poo, but...
And June comes in, throws a call down. Now he's trying to make the escape. It does connect with all 4 of the heroes there. All 5, actually. Blink forward from the Bat Rider. There's the last one to Gyrocopter.
That's exactly what they needed.
Yep, Clockwork did actually buy back here, so Demons is looking for an initiation. Does have a hook shot up, but just throws the cogs. Now taking a lot of return damage. Where's the team? Sniper nearby, but he's taking a lot of damage as well.
I don't know. Where is their team? Gyrocopter buy back too.
Crystal Maiden. Oh, Naga, they're going in as well. They finish off Viper. It does cost them their Crystal Maiden. Naga looking to finish off this kill, but a nice flame break. Wow, this is kind of a massacre on both sides of the coin. Now the Bat Rider might survive, but no, now Rubik's in some trouble. The homing missile will do a fair bit of damage. Rocket barrage. Wow, Rubik finally falls. Now this Bat Rider will be able to blink. Oh my.
So cheeky.
So cheeky. So who bought back here? Gyrocopter and Clockwork.
So it was a 3 for 5.
Yeah, not the best exchange for CIS. We see a sign of life out of HGT, making a dent in the graphs.
Yeah, it was exactly what they needed to do. They had to catch them off guard because CIS was just constantly initiating on them with the Clockwork, with the Naga Siren ultimate. And now that they finally got the jump, now that Bat Rider has actually used his ultimate, HGT right back in this game. Gold graph, about 6,000 gold lead. Not the worst thing in the world, but it was also a really good time to fight too because Viper just picked up his mech, which I think is a little bit slow considering his farm in the lane, but it's necessary.
Yeah, and that, like I was talking about, that mech versus no mech advantage, and they don't have anyone working towards it. It looks like Crystal Maiden did opt for a 4-staff here. Gyrocopter working towards the BKB. Sniper.
Naga got the Blink Dagger. She could have gotten a mech. I think the mech would actually be slightly better because Bat Rider hasn't been that big of a problem.
Yeah. I mean, it is a good initiation tool, no doubt. I think either Crystal Maiden or Naga should have gotten it. They don't need a 4-staff and a Blink right now. Mech is more important than having both of those items. So one or the other. But still, good mobility items. At least CM now can scoot around. And still, this Sniper, #1 on the net worth chart. He is not very strong in the early game, and he scales so well, man. He's going to be out of control. The next 10 minutes or so, this Sniper will start hitting like a truck. He's already hitting fast. After he gets his BKB up, he'll be harder to kill. And then after that, he can start working on the damage items. He'll finish the Manta. And then, where do you go from there after you get the Manta BKB? Like a Desolator? Something just...
Depends. I don't like Desolator on him personally.
No?
It makes your attack projectile too visible. His attack... no, it's a serious thing, dude. You don't know who he's focusing.
Uh-oh, in flames, caught inside of the lasso.
What a counter initiate by
That's what the Naga is all about. And there's the hook shot in. Call down as well. This could be a massacre for HGT. A lot of damage coming out their way. BKB on the Gyrocopter popped. First of all will be Visage and Nyx Assassin. They press forward. Johnny will stand his ground. There's the Frostbite. And now the Viper gets taken out. It's a 3 for 0. Triple kill for the Gyrocopter. Viper will buy back. Now Rubik caught in a snare. AO needs to be a little bit careful. The Assassinate comes out. And they finish off the Rubik. It does cost them both of their supports, I think. Naga's already fallen. Ruoli will get taken down, so maybe an overcommitment from CIS, but
it was about the same as the last fight. It was 4 for 2. Last one was 5 for 3.
Visage bought back as well. That was 2 buybacks.
Yeah, so Visage, Viper, and the 2 are already dead. So not bad. But that was just a really good positioning by Naga, though. If Naga weren't there for that Blink Sleep, then they would have just got an easy 1 for 0 on the Naga.
Yeah.
Or on the Sniper, sorry.
So, we were definitely a little bit cynical about that, but I mean, just imagine how much better that team fight would have been if CM had a mech instead of a 4-staff.
It would have been a lot better.
That would have made a big difference.
Radiant's top tower
well,
is under attack.
Still not the worst fight. They actually had a really nice initiate with the call down and the hook shot to come in. The hook shot actually didn't stun because it was during his sleep, but still he got in a very good position.
Yeah. That is one of the great things about the Naga Siren mixed with Gyrocopter. That's sort of the classic beginnings of a Wombo combo that just makes such easy setup for big call downs. And if you can connect with like 3 or 4 on that call down, it makes the rest of the fight a lot more.
Gyrocopter had his BKB that fight too. If he didn't have BKB, it would have actually probably not been that bad for HGT.
Yeah. Gyrocopter will be going home with the Dominator next. He already has the Helm of Iron Will up. Naga, well, she has picked up an urn now following that Blink Dagger. Interesting.
Bat Rider.
Oh, Naga will throw the ward down. She blinks just in the nick of time. He has that lasso up, and he was looking for it. But they know that she put the ward down. They counter it straight away, and Naga's efforts will be in vain.
Too obvious.
Too obvious. Should have smoked.
Should have smoked. Well, looks like they are putting pressure on the T2. There is Bat Rider up with his Blink Dagger, though, and Naga Siren does not have her ultimate, so they cannot save him.
Yeah.
BKB or not, they're probably going to die if Naga doesn't sleep, unless Clockwork gets an amazing hook shot, but they still need to be a little bit careful. Again, they don't have to force the issue because they have better late game. I'm surprised that they're making this move. It's unnecessary risk, I'd say.
Yeah, well, Bat Rider hops forward. He finds the Gyrocopter, lassos him into the tower. They've got plenty of damage to end that dominating streak, but it will cost them their Visage. Now Demon's taking some damage as well. And he's going to Cog. He'll get finished off. Looks like Rubik was able to steal the Frostbite. Now Bat Rider hops forward. Inflame in some trouble. Out comes the net from Naga. There's also a blink up on the Nyx Assassin now that we haven't seen yet. He'll show it off in this fight. So far, this is a 2-for-1. Make it a 3-for-1.
That was just unnecessary risk, though. They shouldn't have pushed without Naga Siren ultimate up. That was just a big mistake.
Yeah. I mean, you're right all around. There's no reason to push into the tier 2. When you have the late game and your Naga ult isn't up, and
you don't have a mech.
Just farm. And you don't have a mech too. That's the other big thing. If you want to take these early fights, I don't know. I would venture to say not the most underrated, but I think mech is a little bit underrated sometimes. Where teams
I think so too.
If you want to fight like before the 30-minute mark, you don't just want to farm. You actually want to take team fights. Mech is unbelievably good.
You should. I think you should always have one.
Yeah.
On the team.
Is there ever a scenario when mech is not worth the investment? Like
if you're doing split push tactics with like a Nature's Prophet and an anti-mage, I don't think you need to.
If you're not grouped up, then part of its benefit is
it's still
50 heal on
it's still good though. Like
it's never really bad, just not ideal.
You get 5 strength, so that's like almost 100 HP, and then you get 250 heal, so it's almost 350 HP. Yeah. By comparison, Vanguard with almost the same amount of gold almost gives you 300.
And the armor's big as well. Vanguard gives you no armor, and mech gives you a good bit.
Well, mech also gives you agility, and it gives you intel too, so you get mana pull from it too. And that's only considering single target heal. So when you extend to 5 players, that mech affects, it's by far a better value item.
Yeah. So Bat Rider in a bit of trouble here. He will get caught in the ensnare. Assassinate makes it an easy kill. CIS, man, they want to fight. Mech or no mech, they are ready to rock and roni. And now that Bat Rider's dead, they can feel safe pressuring this tower. The glyph is back up for HGT, but yeah, CIS, as long as they have the Naga ult up, they can get away with these kind of pushing strats. Even without a mech, even though it's not ideal because they have the late game. If they had the Naga ult, they have that reset. They have that, oops, let's just try this again kind of a card they can play. Long range ensnare onto Johnny makes for a pretty easy setup here. The call down, Demons traps him in the cogs, but they don't have the damage. Yes, they do. Viper falls to the Crystal Maiden, and Gyrocopter showing off his BKB.
Bat Rider bought back. He's looking for Initiate, but they do have the Naga Siren sleep. They have to go for Naga.
Here we go. Naga Siren pops the ulti, cancels it straight away. There's still a lasso available. Sniper now uses his BKB. June, he's in the front. He's taking a lot of damage, but the Bat Rider, assassinate. It got canceled.
The urn.
Oh, the urn will be enough. So now assassinate they'll have the cooldown available for Rubik. And it's just a massacre. Nyx comes in, he'll pick off the Crystal Maiden.
This should be GG though. This
All
is
5 dead.
They're behind 24 minutes in by 10 kills with their early mid lineup. So this is just too much.
Viper's their hardest carry against the sniper Gyrocopter.
I don't think their draft was poor. If they're going to draft like this, they need to get more kills. They have to play more aggressively.
That Bat Rider was playing like he was an anti-mage. Their whole point of this draft is to get ahead early, punish, take that lead, and further the lead, knock down some towers. And instead, they wasted so much of that valuable early game time when it was tilted in their favor. Just watching.
Look at the sniper's net worth: 13,000. Next is Gyro with 10,000, and he was 7-0 and 10 at the end. So shrapnel sniper is ownage. Okay, underrated.
Shrapnel sniper, yeah,
it's a real thing.
It's a real thing. So we just got to see sniper mid. Is that where he shines, you think, or is it a safe lane, tri-lane?
I think so because I think his strength comes in shrapnel, actually, and yeah, his long range kit is nice, but shrapnel is really where it's at, and you need mana, and to need mana you need bottle, or if you go mana items, you're gonna gimp your damage. So bottle sniper mid is real, and it's awesome. That is all.
It's awesome. I'm so glad we got to see a sniper. That's just we were talking about HGT, the team that now there's no way they could have made it into the top 2 in that game, even if they won. So they weren't the team that experimented. It was CIS, and they won with a sniper. That warms my heart. It really does. People have been asking me for a while, like, when is sniper going to be viable? Can people play? I mean, who is it that likes him in the off lane? We were watching. It's Bulldog. Yeah, he likes his sniper. So
the thing is, like, CIS is a better team than HGT. So I would like to see sniper in an even game, but. Like, yeah, Sniper won, but they were probably going to win with any other mid anyways.
That's true. Not the best example of Sniper's power, but at least we get to see that he is viable. He went up against Nyx Assassin. Talk about that matchup.
That's super easy.
That's easy for the Sniper.
Any, like, non-int hero, like, usually crushes Nyx. So.
Poor Nyx Assassin. Poor guy.
He's okay. He's not, like, terrible. He's just not good against non-int heroes. Most of the popular ones are int.
Yeah, that Bat Rider, though, it would have been interesting if HGT were just more aggressive. I think the BOTs first were a mistake.
They don't play as a team. Like, their first game, they didn't play as a team. This game, they didn't play as a team.
It didn't seem like that Bat Rider was interested in participating. I mean, that was one of those just, guys, I'm going to do my thing.
If they have a different lineup, if they have, like, anti-mage or something like that, sure.
Yeah.
Or if they have an Invoker farming mid who goes Midas, sure, they can do that. But not with their lineup, not with their no late game with Viper dying over and over on bottom because he has no support.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was our first series. We are going to have an extended break here, though. Our next series is not scheduled to start for another hour and 10 minutes, 3 a.m. Pacific. So I'm not sure. We'll talk to Tusky. I don't know if they're going to try and bump it up or if the teams are ready.
I think it's probably just going to be on
or if
time.
there's just going to be a long break. So we'll see. We'll keep you guys updated, but we'll assume it's going to be the long breaks.
Thank you for joining us for the Starladder Chinese qualifiers.
Yes, indeed. At Sayori TV, at Merlini Dota, at Beyond the Summit are the Twitters. Some tunes coming your way. Thank you for joining us. We've got one more best of 2 coming your way after this. And,
our last one.
Our last one, yeah, the last one of the tournament. And actually, let's take a moment to think, is there potential for a tie break now? HGT are 1-4. This will take CIS to 4-2. DT are currently 3-1.
But it's based on points, not on record, though, right?
Is it?
I thought that's what you said. I thought it was 3 points for a winner, 1 for a tie, and
that is
0 for a loss.
Well, that's usually. I'm having the translations are messing this up. Well, I have to ask a lot.
We'll figure it out. HGT is out of the running though, so we're down to 3.
HGT is definitely out. I think a tie break is unlikely because DT versus NE. DT is already up 3-1. NE is so it could be a 3. Yeah, it's looking likely that it'll be CIS and DT that make it through.
If DT loses 2-0-2, then NE will be 4-2. So I don't think there'll be a tiebreak.
Yeah, it's very
because if DT goes 1-1, they'll be 4-2. If NE goes 1-1, they'll be 3-3. And NE has to take this next one 2-0. So if DT wins one game, then
they're in.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So that's it, guys. We'll be back after this long break, and well, go check out the KDL stream, and then come on back. We'll be tweeting when our next BO2 is ready to rock and roll.